From my perspective, when I'm looking at a situation like this, I'm thinking, does this individual have the planning in place to make sure that whatever does happen over the next 5 years or 20 years, that he has already thought about what kind of care he wants, he's already determined who he wants to be involved in making care decisions on his behalf, if at some point he becomes unable to do so. And becoming unable to do so could mean temporarily, like he's in the hospital and he's having some kind of treatment, and right now he's just not in a mental state to make decisions. Or it could mean that he's been diagnosed and has progressed along the line with an Alzheimer's disease or something of that nature, and that he really will never be able to make decisions again. Either way, any of us at any point could become unable to make decisions. And so having good planning in place, I think, is very important in that regard. It involves three things. One is the Durable Advance Directive for Healthcare. That is the medical document that says if I can't make a decision myself, I name this other individual to do so. And then it's always good to name at least another backup. So you might name your spouse first and then name a friend or a child or someone else that you trust with medical decision making. And here, I think Nancy alluded to the fact that it's important to communicate. Your agent needs to know what you want. What is important to you? Do you have a particular diagnosis now, and how would you want care for that to be provided? Is it something where maybe one day big decisions will have to be made about doing specific kinds of medical treatment? And are those things you do want, if that's what happens, or are those things you'd say, no, don't do that? I would just as soon you not do all of that medical stuff to me, and just if that means that I pass away at that point, that's okay. But your agent needs to know what your wishes are in that respect. And so communication is so important. They can't read your minds. Even your spouse might not know. You got to talk about this stuff. That's so important. And not just once, because in a few years, your thoughts might have changed. Your situation may be different. And what you would want now may be different than what you thought you wanted then. So revisit the issue periodically. It's such a gift to your family, to the individuals you've named to make these decisions, if you tell them what you want. So that if that day comes when they have to act on that, they can do it with the confidence that they're doing what you want. Mm-hmm. The other important documents, of course, are a financial power of attorney and a will. And those are important also to have in place so that financial decision making, and at such time as you may pass away, and we're all going to, that you've got those things in place. So again, your family or other individuals involved know what your wishes are.